Hi, this is Erica, and the project is titled I Could Have Done That for my art class. Today we will be talking about Jean Dubuffet. Jean Dubuffet was a French painter and sculptor. He called his idealistic approach low art and refused to use traditional standards of beauty in favor of what he believed to be a more authentic and humanistic approach to image making. He is best known for founding the art movement Art Brut, which translated from French means raw art. Some even called it art of the mentally ill. He moved to Paris to study painting when he was 17 years old, but his passion for art would be periodic until he decided to devote himself completely in 1942. He painted with strong, unbroken colors, recalling the palette of Fauvism. This style of painting emerged in the early 20th century from modern artists, whose works emphasized painterly qualities and strong color over the realistic values retained by Impressionism. Another well-known artist of Fauvism was Vincent van Gogh, and here we could see the similar characteristics of boldness and color and the unbroken brush strokes. The Fauves were described as the wild beasts. Dubuffet started to use thick oil paint mixed with materials such as mud, pebbles, glass, cement. Dubuffet was the first artist to use this type of thickened paste called bitumen. This allowed him to abandon the traditional method of applying oil paint to canvas with a brush. Instead, the use of bitumen allowed him to create physical marks such as scratches and slash marks. He was also deemed by the School of Art to be one of the most original painters to have come from this school. Here we could see him using this type of materials. Dubuffet created the illusion of perspective overlapping objects within his paintings. Here we could see the characteristics of Fauvism and the characteristics of his paintings: boldness and color, overlapped subjects. He has a lot going on his painting. Dubuffet's work was placed among the likes of Picasso in the art galleries. The Fauves explored the effect that different colors have on emotions. They produced portraits, landscapes, still lifes, and lots of nudes. In their work of art, one can observe rich surface textures and very bold, vibrant colors. However, just like their paintings, the Fauves never officially organized, and the artistic movement disintegrated almost as soon as it emerged. Within 5 years, the artists had developed their own personal styles. Another few examples of Fauvism. Here are 3 beautiful paintings, which I believe we've discussed already in class. Here we could see the boldness and color, the vibrant colors, and the use of primary colors. The shadows on her face are mixed secondary colors, not just dark colors that we used to see during the Baroque or the Renaissance shadows. So now we could say, why is this art? Why? A lot of people are compelled to say, I could have done that because it looks easy, or any statement in that nature. So I suppose we should try it before we judge or minimize the artist's talent, because it really isn't that easy. With the help of Andrea and Nicholas, we discussed a few pieces of art. We even tried art. Here I'm comparing Albert Cuyp's, which is a Baroque style artist, which mastered the art of painting cows in the midst of beautiful landscapes, as we can see in this painting. And against it, on the right, is Jean Dubuffet's version of a cow. Obviously, they're 2 very different paintings. Now, when you see them, you think that this is easy, but it really isn't. We tried it, and I want to ask Andrew what he thought about this painting.
It was very challenging, and it's harder than it looks.
What did you think of the colors when you were painting it? Did you use
Very bright and bold.
bright and bold? How about you when you painted this piece of art? This one, the cow. Was it difficult?
No.
Here I'm comparing other paints. Edouard Monet's Olympia, which is from Realism. Titan's Venus of Urbino with Renaissance, and this is his version of it. Obviously, it's not realistic, but again, it was an extreme move away from realism or from Renaissance. That was his main point, I suppose. And they are covered up because I am working with fourth and second graders. We also tried this painting, which is the Happy Face, and it's a perfect example of childlike art. It serves as a ground for crudely depicted figure. Now, when I saw this, I thought it would be easy, but it really isn't. I tried this bottom one, and obviously it doesn't look nothing like it. Now, what did you boys think when you were painting the teal face?
Way harder than the other one.
Why? Because it was a portrait?
Hard. Yeah, it was more. It was hard.
It was hard?
Mm-hmm.
You're missing teeth.
No, I'm not.
Okay, so just to finalize, he also painted Soul of the Underground. And here we can see different textures that he used in his paintings. Thank you all for listening.